Good morning. How are you? Have you learned about 8 planets? I hope you all did it well. You learn it. And see, we are learning about 8 planets. But do you know, till 2006, there were 9 planets. One more planet was there named Pluto. And uh, in 2006, in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union (IAU), a decision was taken that Pluto is like other celestial objects and may be called as a dwarf planet or a Plutoid. And in 2006, in the International Astronomical Union meeting, they decided Pluto not showing any characteristics of a planet. So they considered Pluto as a Plutoid. That means very small dwarf planet. Okay. So now Pluto is there. Pluto അവിടെയുണ്ട് പക്ഷെ പ്ലൂട്ടോനെ പ്ലാനറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പഠിക്കുന്നില്ല, കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. And today we are learning about stars. Very familiar and you like stars. Today we are learning about stars. Then sun is a star. Very familiar star for us. A star is a huge ball of gas. And we learned while learning about sun, we are learning sun is a huge ball of burning gases. So stars are huge ball of what? Huge ball of gas. Stars are huge ball of gas. It gives out its own light and heat. The sun is the nearest star to the earth. The stars look small because they are far away from us. Stars are very far away from us, so it looks very small. And see, here you can see earth, and here you can see sun, and here you can see moon. And this moon is the satellite of our planet earth. And see, earth is the nearest planet to the sun. So sun is the nearest star to the earth. Okay, so the sun is the nearest star to the earth. The next we are learning about satellites. Next we are learning about satellites. Next we are learning about satellites. Satellites. They are the small heavenly bodies that move around a planet. If you just imagine, this is our earth and moon moves around the earth. Moon moves around the earth and this is the satellite of our earth. So what are satellites? They are small heavenly bodies that revolve around a planet. They are small heavenly bodies. Heavenly bodies revolve around a planet. Revolve around a planet. Heavenly bodies revolve around a planet. And some planets have their own satellites. The moon is the natural satellite of the earth and it has no light of its own. It shines because it reflects the light of the sun. Satellites sent to space by scientists are known as artificial satellites. Moon is the natural satellite of earth means moon നേച്ചറിൽ തന്നെയുള്ള സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സ് ആണ്. ബട്ട് വി ആർ സെൻഡിങ് സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സ്. സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സ് ആർ സെൻഡ് ബൈ സയന്റിസ്റ്റ്. They are called artificial satellites. Maybe to learn about the climate, maybe to learn about space, stars, comets. ഇതിനെ കുറിച്ചൊക്കെ പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സ് അയക്കും. These are called artificial satellites. And Sputnik 1 was the world's first artificial satellites. Name the first artificial satellite. Sputnik 1. Sputnik 1 is the artificial satellites. And artificial satellite. Artificial satellites help us in communication and weather forecasting. IRS, Indian Remote Sensing. Satellites are used for weather forecasting, and INSAT, Indian National Satellite System, are mainly used for telecommunication purposes like radio and TV broadcasting. And IRS we used for weather forecasting. I learned the full form. IRS we used for weather forecasting, and INSAT we used for TV and radio telecasting. ഇതിനൊക്കെ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ സാറ്റലൈറ്റ് ആണ്. നമ്മൾ സെൻഡ് ചെയ്ത സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സ് ആണ് IRS and INSAT. And Sputnik also there. And see our next, some other heavenly bodies. So what we learned yet? See, we learned stars. Stars are huge ball of gas, and they have their own heat and light. And next we learned about satellites. Satellites are heavenly bodies that revolve around a planet, and the moon has no light of its own. It reflects the light from the sun. Okay, so these satellites have no their light of its own. They reflect the light from the sun. സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സിന് സ്വന്തമായിട്ട് ലൈറ്റ് ഇല്ല. അവരെ ഏത് ലൈറ്റാ റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? സൺസ് ലൈറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ബട്ട് സ്റ്റാർസ് ഹാവിങ് their own light. Sun is a star. And Sputnik 1, IRS and INSAT are artificial satellites sent by scientists for different purposes. IRS used for weather forecasting, and INSAT used for what? Radio and television telecasting, broadcasting. Then next, some other heavenly bodies. First one, asteroids. This you might have learned in your SS, asteroids. Asteroids. Then there are rocks of various sizes which revolve around the sun in the wide space between the orbits of the planets Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids are smaller than planets and are also called minor planets. And see, various size of rock pieces revolve around the sun in the wide space between the orbits of the planets Mars and Jupiter. Orbit means the moving path. This is called orbit. Through this, planets are moving, and in this wide space, what are moving? Rocks are moving, and they are called asteroids or minor planets. ഈ ഓർബിറ്റിൽ കൂടി പ്ലാനറ്റ്സ് മൂവ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഈ വൈഡ് സ്പേസിൽ ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ദീസ് ഓർബിറ്റ്സ് ദർ ഈസ് സ്പേസ്, and who are moving? Asteroids are moving. Okay, and next, comets. Next one, comets. Next one, comets. These are very small objects which are made up of gas and dust. They revolve around the sun in elliptical orbits. These become visible when they come close to the sun. Comets have a long glowing tail. For example, Halley's Comet. It is seen after every 76 years. And what are comets? Comets are made up of gas and dust. Comets are made up of gas and dust. And see, around the sun, they are also moving around the sun. And if this is sun, dust and gas moving around the sun in elliptical way means this is the shape. Elliptical shape means this is the shape. And when it comes nearer to the sun, it glows. That gas glow. And example, Halley's Comet, and it's seen after every 76 years. We can see Halley's Comet, and these comets have a tail also. And next, meteoroids. Meteoroids are formed when the asteroids collide with each other. These are celestial bodies of various sizes which revolve around the sun in their orbits. When a meteoroid enters the Earth's atmosphere, it is called meteor. And when it enters the Earth's atmosphere, it burns. The burning meteor is seen as a streak of light, so it is called shooting star. A meteor which does not burn up completely on entering the Earth's atmosphere is called meteorite. Then let us listen. What are meteoroids? Meteoroids are formed when the asteroids collide with each other. ഈ ആസ്ട്രോയിഡ്സ് കൂട്ടിയിടിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് എന്തുണ്ടാകുന്നത്? ആസ്ട്രോയിഡ്സ് കൂട്ടിയിടിക്കുമ്പോൾ മീറ്റോറോയിഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. Asteroids collide means hitting together. ആസ്ട്രോയിഡ്സ് കൂട്ടിയിടിക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്തുണ്ടാവും? മീറ്ററോയിഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇടിക്കുന്ന മീറ്ററോയിഡ്സിൽ ചില പീസ് എവിടെ പോകും? എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് പോകും. എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് പോയാൽ അതിനെ എന്ത് പറയും? എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് പോയാൽ അതിനെ മീറ്റർ എന്ന് പറയും. And when it enters the Earth's atmosphere, it burns. And the burning meteor is called a shooting star. If it does not burn completely, that is called a meteorite. Okay, understood? Asteroids കൂട്ടിയിടിച്ചുണ്ടാകുന്നതാണ് മീറ്ററോയിഡ്സ്. മീറ്ററോയിഡ്സ് എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്താൽ അതിനെന്ത് വിളിക്കും? എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്താൽ അതിനെ മീറ്റിയോർ എന്ന് വിളിക്കും. ആ മീറ്റിയോർ എർത്തിന്റെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ബേൺ ചെയ്യും, കത്തും. അത് കത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിനെ ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് സ്റ്റാർ എന്ന് വിളിക്കും. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കത്തിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ എന്ത് വിളിക്കും? മീറ്ററൈറ്റ്. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ്? സോ വാട്ട് വി ലേൺ ടുഡേ? വി ലേൺ അബൌട്ട് സ്റ്റാർസ്. Stars are huge ball of gases. It has their own heat and light. Satellites, heavenly bodies, revolve around the planet. Artificial satellites, Sputnik 1, IRS, INSAT. Then we learned asteroids, comets and meteoroids. Meteoroids formed by the collision of asteroids. Asteroids colliding and forming meteoroids. When meteoroids enter into Earth's atmosphere, it is called meteor. And when this meteor burns completely, it is called shooting star. And if it does not burn completely, that is called meteorites. Then all of you learn this, and multiple choice questions are given. The nearest planet to the sun is Earth. Answer is Earth. And the hottest planet is, which is the hottest planet? And from the description yesterday you learned hottest and brightest planet is Venus. Venus is the hottest and brightest planet. All of you read this and learn this today itself. Okay.